Hi, I'm Geeta. Welcome back to News But Not News. Many people nowadays, if they are health conscious, they are preferring artificial sweeteners as a substitute to sugar. According to the recent study conducted by the local circles in India, found that 38% of urban Indians consume artificial sweeteners every month. Increasing incidence of diabetes, obesity, and metabolic syndrome coupled with heightened consumer awareness. And even extensive marketing by the manufacturers has led to overuse and sometimes even abuse this non-sugar substitutes by population. But recently, WHO has released a new guideline about artificial sweeteners, giving a big shock to the manufacturers and consumers. What is the guideline? What it is all about? To get to know more details about this, let us talk with our reporter, Mrs. Jyotsna. Yeah, Jyotsna, firstly, can you tell us what did WHO warn about artificial sweetener?
Yes, Geeta, recently WHO released a new guideline about artificial sweeteners which recommends replacing free sugars with artificial sweeteners may not help in weight control. Rather, continued consumption of this artificial sweeteners may even lead to risk of type 2 diabetes and heart diseases and even weight gain.
This is really very shocking to know that instead of reducing weight, we gain weight by using artificial sweeteners and even risk of other health problems too. And when we specifically talk about one of the popular artificial sweetener, aspartame, which is used in thousands of products from diet soda to chewing gum, it is 200 times more sweeter than regular table sugar. It has been popular of increasingly diet-conscious consumers. But the IARC, International Agency for Research on Cancer, is a specialized cancer agency of the WHO, has recently classified aspartame as carcinogenic to humans. So based on this, will beverage companies change their ingredients in their products? Is there any information regarding this?
Currently, they may not change any ingredients unless they see a significant drop in consumers' demand based on WHO's report. About 8 years ago, as concerning health risk associated with aspartame, Pepsi company ditched aspartame from its diet Pepsi, but as sales dropped drastically, it reintroduced aspartame in its diet Pepsi.
Either one more question, why beverage companies are sticking to aspartame in spite of cancer risk?
As beverage companies are using this aspartame for decades, there are some reasons behind this. When compared to other artificial sweeteners, this aspartame is very less expensive. It works especially well in beverages and people also like the way it tastes.
Cancer is the second leading cause of deaths globally every year. So everyone should know about this dangerous disease, cancer. According to the IARS, there are 4 different levels of classification based on the strength of evidence they have rather than how dangerous the substance is carcinogenic.
See the IARC index here, there are 4 different level of groups. Coming to group 1 is carcinogenic to humans. That means they have sufficient evidence in humans as well as in animals stating that these substances causes cancer. Smoking, tobacco, exposure to solar radiation, alcoholic beverages, processed meats all come under group 1 carcinogenic to humans. Next, group 2A, probably carcinogenic to humans. That means they have limited evidence in humans but sufficient evidence in animals. Emissions from high temperature, air frying, steroids, exposure from working, hairdressing, red meat, night shift work all comes under group 2A. Next, coming to group 2B, possibly carcinogenic to humans. That means they have limited evidence in humans as well as limited evidence in animals. Gasoline and gasoline engine exhaust, welding fumes, pickled vegetables, aloe vera, whole leaf extract, and now aspartame is also been included in this group 2B, possibly carcinogenic to humans. Coming to group 3, carcinogenically not classified. That means they have inadequate evidence in humans as well as in animals, and further research is needed to say that these are not carcinogenic. Tea, coffee, static magnetic fields, fluorescent lightning, polythene. Coming to group 4, probably not carcinogenic. That means they have strong evidence to say that these substances are not carcinogenic to humans, but since 2019 this group is not in use.
Coming to the final conclusion of this, even though the WHO stated that this aspartame is possibly carcinogenic to humans, but finally it says that even now we can take in a daily intake of maximum 40 milligram per kilogram of person's body weight. And they added upon saying that a person should consume 9 to 14 cans depending upon the aspartame used in the can to get the health risk associated with the aspartame. I think we no need to relax by the statement given by the WHO. As I already told before, aspartame is not only being used in Diet Pepsi or Coke, it is used in thousands of products. So if we are willing to use aspartame on a daily basis, then of sure we should keep a count on it on total of how much amount of aspartame we are taking to see that we are not exceeding the maximum daily limit. According to my opinion, using aspartame on a daily basis is not a good choice. Instead, we have many other healthy alternatives too. So what do you think about this? What is your opinion? If you think you need to avoid aspartame on a daily basis, then give a comment yes or else no in the comment box. That's all for today. See you in the next news but not news. Until then, Geeta signing off. Thank you. Take care. Bye-bye.